Rams have a new head coach. It's Sean McVay, the offensive coordinator from the Washington Redskins. With the Los Angeles Times, this is Gary Klein. I'm Lindsay Theory. We're at the Rams practice facility in Thousand Oaks, where McVay will be introduced as the coach to the media on Friday. Gary, it's definitely a headline-grabbing hire by the Rams. McVay, he's only 30 years old. That makes him a millennial, and that makes him the youngest ever head coach in the NFL.
Lindsay, this is a youth movement. The Rams have made it clear they're not afraid of lack of experience as a head coach. He was the offensive coordinator for the Washington Redskins for 3 seasons. More importantly, he developed Kirk Cousins as a quarterback. And for the Rams, the most important thing at this stage is to develop Jared Goff, who struggled in his first season, and they need McVay to kind of get him over the hump.
The Rams held a very public coaching search. It included a couple of offensive coordinators, a couple of interim coaches. What made them decide now is the time to hire McVay?
I think timing is part of it. They did interview Josh McDaniels of the New England Patriots. They did not interview Kyle Shanahan of the Atlanta Falcons. They had hoped to. Weather prevented them from doing that. But after meeting with McVay the first time, bringing him back a second time, and with how competitive it's getting with the teams still looking for head coaches, they pulled the trigger and they think they got their guy.
McVay at 30, he's the head coach. Who do you think he will set up as his assistants? I know he's already reportedly leaning one way for a defensive coordinator.
I think that's part of the equation for the Rams. They'll go young with the head coach like McVay because he's probably going to bring in Wade Phillips as his defensive coordinator. 69 years old, a former NFL coach, defensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos when they won the Super Bowl last year. He's going to surround himself with some experience, but I would also imagine some younger coaches because he's obviously a guy that's benefited from getting that opportunity, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of young coaches as well.
Someone left in the balance when Jeff Fisher was fired was general manager Les Snead. With the hiring of McVay, what do you think that says about Snead's future with the Rams?
Well, it was up in the air, obviously, when Jeff Fisher was fired because they both had received contract extensions. But Snead was part of the coach search. He was part of the interviews. And from what I'm hearing, he's expected to be retained. So that's not that unusual. Sometimes we see the coach wants the GM. Sometimes the GM sticks around. And at this point, it sounds like Snead is expected to be around.
So Sean McVay, there's only one player on the Rams roster that's older than him. That means these guys, they might go have a beer after practice. Actually not. They probably won't be friends. He's the boss. The players, well, they're his players. All right, be sure to keep it on the Los Angeles Times. We will be back at the Rams facility Friday to talk to the new head coach and ask him all the pertinent questions. With Gary Klein, I'm Lindsay Theory for the LA Times.